And then, so from thinking of another internal North Carolina agency that I have dealt with also in real estate, the Department of Transportation. And if I think about manufactured home titles and how that relates to real estate, both, and it could be considered personal property and real property, right? Different conversation there. But utilizing it in a transaction for real estate, if I have an electronically signed title to a manufactured home, am I going to get laughed out of the building, or what do you think the reaction's going to be come July 1st, 2023?
I certainly hope not. I don't think you'll get laughed out. And if you do, let me know. Definitely will want to know about that.
Yeah, no, and ITs, the DOT works very hard. A lot of people bash on them. They don't have an easy job. I don't envy that job. It's a lot to keep up with. But is there coordination with DOT on this, or the DMV? Excuse me, not the DOT and DMV. DOT is a different conversation, but yeah, but DMV.
Yeah, they were engaged in there were so many stakeholders involved in this. I mean, so many state agencies and interest groups and so forth involved. We certainly did hear from them during the process, and we'll have to re-engage them, moving forward as well.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. And keeping the conversation going, right? Because technology is ever changing. So you talk about a bill that will likely be ever changing, right? And almost, I won't say every session, you guys got a lot to do every session, but I would imagine there will be some type of topic that could in some way, shape, or form change this legislation almost every session.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because and that's what I was about to say, is that technology changes literally every day. Like, it's always advancing, and so the government has to be kind of reactive and a little bit proactive as technology continues to evolve. I mean, now you can actually update your driver's license online, through the DMV. You still periodically have to, have an exam, or go in the DMV for an exam every several years. But as long as you have a good driving record, you can, go online and have that done. There's a lot of things you can do online. But as far as technology, it's literally, look at where we are now compared to 20 years ago. It's incredible. But the government's got to be very nimble about that, and kind of the private sector drives the innovation there. And the government has to, constantly kind of watch and adapt and, be ready to, embrace these technologies, as they become available.
Well, and I appreciate the humble plug there, and I'll tell you thank you for the online DMV renewal there. I utilize that every year, so that's my go-to, because again, not having to go in somewhere or even mail in a check.